Hey guys, this is Jake M, and I'm going to be doing my WrestleMania 30 prediction videos. Now, WrestleMania 30 is supposed to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time, right? You know, there's WrestleMania 1, there's WrestleMania 10, there's WrestleMania 20, now there's WrestleMania 30. They're supposed to be the big ones. They were supposed to have it at Madison Square Garden, but obviously we have way too many. We have a track record of selling those stadiums now, so we're not going to have it in Madison Square Garden, which is fine with me, considering I'm going to WrestleMania this year. It should be really sweet. Now down to the predictions. Alright, so first off we have the Usos versus the Real Americans versus Ryback versus Los Matadores. I see this one being the dark match of the night. I don't even know how Los Matadores are in the match. The only thing that honestly is interesting about them is their entrance. Like, they have El Torito, he comes in, does his flips and stuff, they do the Olay, and they come on in, and then the match the crowd's just all dead. You know, they pop huge for the entrance, but that's about it. So I don't know why they're even in the match. I guess they're good in the ring. I don't really even pay attention to them in the ring. But yeah, as for the Real Americans, I don't even know how they're still together. Like, Jack Swagger, he had his World Heavyweight title run, he had all that. Right, and then he just went downhill because they pushed him way too fast, right? And then ever since then, he's just been boring as hell. And then lately, Cesaro's been on fire. When he was leading up to Elimination Chamber, it was great. It was great. I really hope they split up, and then Cesaro just gets the push he deserves. Really, that would be great. Ryback, they're not very good. I'm sorry, they're boring. They're a boring team. It's really sad to see Ryback the way he is now back at Hell in a Cell against CM Punk. People popped huge for Ryback. They were crazy for him, and now he's teaming with Curtis Axel, and it's really boring. They really need to revamp them or something. I don't know. The Usos are actually kind of exciting. They're one of the most exciting teams in the WWE right now, that's for sure, and they really earned that tag team title. I see Usos winning this match. They will defend their titles. I really don't see them just recently winning the titles from the New Age Outlaws and then losing them so quickly. That would really make them look bad and devalue the WWE Tag Team Championships, in my opinion. The next match is The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. The New Age Outlaws, I don't know how they're wrestling again. They're ancient. Yeah, it's great when they come in. Oh, you didn't know. They do their thing. The fans love it. And they're supposed to be heels. Not really heels, but whatever. I see the Shield winning this match. No doubt. Kane's been putting over younger talent for a long time, putting everybody else over. Yeah, that's what he's been doing. I could see the Shield maybe breaking up. People are saying they're gonna break up. I don't know. I'll admit it should be a big moment when they break up, but I'm thinking it should be more of a big moment on Raw, not on WrestleMania. I don't know. I like Roman Reigns, but I know he's going to be the one that's going to be singled out and then pushed, and he's going to get the singles run. But I'd rather see Seth Rollins. I'm sorry. I like Rollins. I think he's the better of the three. Dean Ambrose is great too, but Rollins is the best of the three. But thinking that he's going to get the singles push is really wishful thinking. He won't. No way. The Vince McMahon loves the, Roman Reigns looking guy, the big guy, right? And then we have the Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational. This will probably be the bathroom break match for everybody watching on pay-per-view at home. Me there, I don't think I'm going to leave my seat. Never been to WrestleMania before, and hopefully I'll be going to next year, but we'll see about that. I don't think I'll be wanting to go to the bathroom at all. I'm going to try and hold it the whole time. Don't want to miss anything. AJ could win this one. Tamina could win this one. Or one of the Bellas could win. Natalya could win. I'm really not sure. But if I was forced, somebody put a gun to my head and said, you have to decide right now, I'd probably go with Tamina. Because Tamina and AJ, that's honestly a storyline that's actually kind of interesting. Tamina wins the title, AJ challenges, gets a rematch, they go back and forth for a little while. We actually have something interesting happening in the Divas division. I feel Natalya deserves to be the champion, but she won't. Also, I should add, not a huge fan of the Divas title. Never was, don't think I'll ever will be. Bring back the Women's Championship. Then we're at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That is a mouthful. This one's really anybody's game. There's a lot of good stars in this. I love the idea. Yeah, it's not as great as the Money in the Bank match, but it's a great way to get a lot of talent on the card. Because there's a lot of guys who aren't involved in big feuds, and they're great wrestlers, and they deserve to be on the WrestleMania card. So this is a great way. If I had to pick, I'd go with the Big Show, only because he's our current giant, and what better man to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal than a fellow giant? Jeez, that's a mouthful. And then we have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Now we're getting to the big singles matches. This is the match that everybody thought was going to be the main event of WrestleMania 30 a few months ago. And me, I wasn't thrilled about that. As I'm going to WrestleMania, I wasn't thrilled about Bray Wyatt versus John Cena being the main event. No thanks. It should be a hell of a match. Looking at Bray Wyatt's last big match against, not talking about the Shield match, the one against Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble, hell of a match. It was classic. Hopefully Cena and him can have that chemistry and just put on a hell of a match too. I really hope Bray Wyatt wins this, not because I like him more than John Cena. I like John Cena. I'm not a huge Cena fan, but I respect him. How can you not respect him? As I was saying, not because I like him more than Cena, but because John Cena doesn't need the win. He doesn't need this. His career's defined. Whatever he does, he's still known as the top guy. But Bray Wyatt, if he loses, he's knocked way down the ladder of all the guys. He needs this win. So he needs this to define his career, to make him. If Bray Wyatt wins the match, which I believe he will, which he even could win cleanly, I'm not sure. He'll probably have help from the other Wyatts. We'll see. If he wins, he'll be one of the top heels in the promotion, which as Triple H would say, best for business. They need a really good heel going. Randy Orton's great, but he's not as good as he used to be, in my opinion. Back when he was taking on Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title, I loved Orton back then. He was great. And then he turned face, and he sucked. I'm sorry, he was terrible as a face. Glad he's back as heel. Then we're on to Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. My favorite wrestler of all time, The Undertaker. So I'm hugely pumped for this match. This will be the first time I see Undertaker live, so that's huge for me. Excuse me. And yeah, so this match has been brewing for a long time. If we look way back, when Lesnar lost his UFC Heavyweight Championship, Undertaker was in the audience. There's a video that went viral. Lots of people saw it. And as Lesnar was walking by, Undertaker asked him, "Hey, you want to do it?" Lesnar just looked at him and walked away. And the interviewer asked Undertaker, what's that about? And Undertaker just said it's personal. I've watched the video so many times. It looks like a great match. The only problem I'm having is the way they've been building up Lesnar. They're not making him look very strong. Like the last one where the casket came down, it was a great segment. I loved it. The casket came down, and Undertaker sat up out of the casket, and Lesnar was freaking out, and Heyman was freaking out. Heyman's great. And then Undertaker just kind of left or whatever, I think, right? No, he clotheslined him over the top, and then he flew and hit the casket. They're making Lesnar look too weak. He just doesn't look like somebody who can end the streak. It's almost as bad as when Undertaker faced Mark Henry at WrestleMania, It should be a great match, though. It should be. Hopefully Lesnar isn't too hard, because Undertaker's not as, physically able as he used to be. So hopefully Lesnar isn't too rough. Undertaker will win this match without a doubt. Sorry, guys. Then we have Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. This is the match that everybody's all abuzz about. This is the match that really made this WrestleMania super interesting. We've seen over the past year, Daniel Bryan has got screwed out of the WWE title, screwed out of the matches, and now it's time for him to get his glory. There are three ways this match can end. Either Daniel Bryan wins and he goes to the main event, Triple H wins and he goes to the main event, or there's another option. Somehow both of them get put into the main event and becomes a fatal four-way for the WWE title. I see both of them going in by a double count-out, double disqualification, something like that, and then both going into the main event. I just got to add, if Triple H does win, the fans are going to boo him out of the arena. And I really hope they don't. Like, I love Triple H, one of my favorite wrestlers, but I really hope they don't do that. And then we're in our main event. Randy Orton versus Batista versus to be announced, or to be announced and to be announced. Triple H and Daniel Bryan. Before they announced Daniel Bryan versus Triple H and the stipulation for that, it seemed like a terrible match, a bore fest. Like, I was really disappointed that was going to be the main event for WrestleMania. So I'm glad this happened. Hopefully Batista doesn't drag this match down. Hopefully he's lost all of his ring rust. Like, he wasn't great back when he was back in his prime, facing the Undertaker for the World Heavyweight title. But hopefully he can put on a match with Orton and Triple H or Daniel Bryan. I see Daniel Bryan winning this match, getting his big moment. Everybody chanting yes at the end, and him in the ring with his title, celebrating, and that being the end of WrestleMania 30. I really see that happening. I really see him getting his moment, and all the fans leaving happy. No riots, nothing, just happy. I'm going to try and pick the order of the matches here. Not sure how well I'm going to do this. First try, but whatever. The dark match will be Usos versus the Real Americans versus Ryback versus Los Matadores for the titles. And then I think they'll open the show with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to really kick it off strong. Then they'll have the Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. And then we'll have Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. So we can have that big gap between that and the main event. And then John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. And then we'll have the Divas Battle Royal Invitational match. Probably have a little break. And then Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. And the WWE title match. To close it, of course. This looks like it's going to be a great card. I really can't wait. Hopefully we see some cool celebrities there. I don't know who's going to sing the America the Beautiful. That'll be cool. They might have some live bands like Batista, his entrance or something, or Orton. I don't know, somebody. That'd be pretty cool. I can't wait to see the cool special entrances and the big moments. It's going to be great. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe below. Bye.